In my last video, I talked about why I started this channel, Living Simply After 60, what shifted in my life that made me say, I'm going to do this and I'm going to create a channel and document it. In this video, I'm going to share with you the plan that I came up with, the blueprint that I'm using, and the guideposts. So stay with me till the end. I'm going to share with you those guideposts, but I'm also going to tell you how you can use these guideposts, get them yourself, or create your own guideposts. You don't have to use the ones that I'm using. Okay, if you're new here, hi and welcome. I'm Jane, and I decided to create this channel to document how I'm shifting my life as I'm in my 60s and creating a more meaningful next chapter for me. Okay, I first want to explain why am I even doing this publicly? You know, if I'm really focusing on simple living, why share it all? Why go through the trouble to create videos? It's because I know that I need this to be accountable. I'm a little afraid that if I don't have this public accountability, I just won't do it. Because it's not like I haven't known that I needed to do a lot of things. I haven't done them. I knew I needed to do them. I knew that life was feeling heavy and that I wasn't prioritizing the things that I wanted to do, but I still haven't been doing it. I've been making some changes, but I know that when I do it publicly, when I declare it publicly, I will follow through. Follow through is one of my core values, so I will definitely do that. And the other part of it is I'd like to see a history of how I've grown and changed. And then the third thing is, well, what I'm doing can help other people, perhaps. Maybe that's you. Maybe you also are feeling like, what is it? I'm into this next chapter of my life. You know, I don't know if you've ever read the book by Bonnie Ware, and I've heard her talk on podcast interviews. She wrote a book called The 5 Regrets of the Dying. But basically, the number one is not living a life true to myself. That's the number one regret of the people that are on their deathbed. I don't want to be there. I want to live my life fully and know that I did everything I could, especially in this last chapter. In this chapter of my life, I wanted to be the best it can be and be the best version of me that I can be. Well, I'm hoping to get there. But if we don't have a plan, that makes it hard to do, right? So that's why I am sharing the little plan that I put together. I'm calling it my Simple Life Blueprint, and I'm going to put it up on the screen right here so that we can look at it together. So as you're looking on the screen, I'm looking on my iPad. So this is a simple life blueprint. It's circular, it's like a pie, and there are 6 pieces of the pie. I intentionally wanted to have not too many pieces of the pie. I've had other exercises before similar to this, and there was too many categories, and I just wanted to keep it simple. Yeah, simple's my favorite word in this. And so you can see that these categories, as we go through them, you'll understand they're actually very broad. So you can read into them and make them what you want. And I can make them what I want as I change and grow. So each of these categories here, I call the guideposts. The guideposts. And I'll explain to you what I believe is in each one of these. So first of all, I'm going to start like at 12 o'clock and go around. So for you, it's going to be going around this way. So first of all, starting at the top and going clockwise, we have simple space. Now I was like, home, garden, what do I want here? to me, all of it is in there. Simple space. I want my space to be simple and clean and uncluttered and easy to maintain, all of those things. Now that's a big broad category. One of the first things I need to do that's been sort of on my plate for a long time is going through my things and downsizing, decluttering, getting rid of things I no longer need. So I'm going to be sharing with you how I do that. Along the way, I'll probably share gardening and other things that I'm doing in my house to keep it simple, even things like, what I'm using for cleaning products and so on, to keep it simple. Okay, the next one as we go around the pie is simple tending. What do I mean by that? I toyed with calling this one self-care, but I feel like, I don't know, it's almost overused a little bit. So it's simple tending. And that's my cat, Mr. Tibbs. You'll probably see him. Oh, he's going to want to get up on my lap. I'll introduce you to him. Come on, here we go. All right, let me introduce you to Mr. Tibbs. This is my Mr. Tibbs. He just loves me. I'm his chosen person. And so when I'm speaking, he always thinks I'm talking to him. All right, you just sit on my lap, Tibbs. Okay, so the simple tending is really about, it's like self-care, but it's really just, you know, doing the things that I know really support me, and they may be different for you. The things that you choose might be totally different. So that's what I've got in that category, simple tending. And then the next category as we go around the clock is simple love. Okay, I know it sounds funny, simple love. I don't mean, I'm talking about relationships. I'm there's a there's a song by the Beatles that says, it goes something like, and in the end, the love you take is equal to the love you make. Can't believe I'm singing, but there you go. So what, like, love is really the meaning of life, isn't it? And so how am I creating more love in my life? Love for me, love for my husband, love for my family and friends. And am I being intentional about letting people know that I love them and sharing love with them, making time, investing time in my relationships to make them strong, including my relationship with myself. So that's what I've got included in there. And then the next category is simple soul. Yeah, this to me, I know that one thing I haven't been doing is making the time to really connect and deepen my spiritual practice. So this isn't so much about religion, although for you it might be, but for me it's about connecting with the guidance and my spiritual self. And I really have not been doing as much of that as I would like. And I know that that is a practice. I feel like I just want to have that deeper relationship um, with my spiritual side that I have not been making time for. So I'll share with you how I'm going to be doing that. And then the next one is simple abundance. Now, obviously we want abundance in all areas of our life. And so in this, I may be talking about all areas. I think this whole plan is really all areas. But in this one, I'm also going to be talking about, I am certainly not a financial guru, but how I'm creating simple systems for finances so that I create more ease in my life and not, sort of panicking. I have started doing some simple systems and really giving money a job to do. And this will apply to you no matter how much money you have in your life. It's a system that you create. And so whether you've got a lot of money coming in or a small amount of money coming in, you can still run the system so that you'll have simple buckets basically for making less stress in your life, for having, if you have certain goals you want, like perhaps a vacation, then how do you make that happen? And create a simple system to make that happen. And then, well, we're coming up to the next one at the top. This one I called Simple Travel, and I thought about calling it Simple Exploration or Simple Adventure, but I just wanted to, well, keep it simple. For me, adventure is travel. Now, it doesn't have to be flying on a plane all going around the world. It might be traveling to, in your own town and seeing something that you want to see. So it's basically about making time for that growth and learning. And one thing I found I have done a lot of traveling, but what I found is I've been so busy with my work and other things going on in my life that I couldn't enjoy the lead up to travel. And I know that psychologists say that that lead up to travel and that anticipation is so exciting for people. So I want that. I want to, not just arrive and try to figure out what to do when I get there, which is a lot of times what I've been doing. I really want to know what I want to see, or maybe even like I want to go a little bit further afield. And how do I make that happen? And how do I make it happen affordably as well? And there are some things I've been doing. One of the barriers for me for traveling is actually Mr. Tibbs and his care. So I've got a system that we're beginning to work to help make that happen as well. So there you go. That is my simple life blueprint, my 6 guideposts. These are my guideposts. They are pretty general. Maybe they might work for you as well, but maybe not. And so what I've got for you, you can download this totally for free. I created this document and I put it, it's actually on my business website because that's what I've got. So I'll share the link with you to download it. It is thewellnessengineer.com/living simply. Actually, why don't I put a QR code? I'll make a QR code and put it up here so that you can just go ahead and download that. So you'll go to the page and then you can download my simple life blueprint. I've also got some questions there for each of the guideposts. I'm going to dive into those in later videos. Now, the other thing I've got on the page, as well as my simple life blueprint that I created with my guideposts, I've also created a template. So it's a template that's got, it's still got 6 categories, but they're blank. So you can put in your own categories if you want to. Okay, so you've got my simple life blueprint that you can download totally for free. You've got the template that you can download totally for free as well. And I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear, what do you think of these guideposts? Do they resonate with you? If you want to swap any out, what ones would you swap and why? Just let me know. Does this sound like something you want to come along with me on this journey? Would you like to be part of it as well? Do you have any questions about the blueprint that I came up with, my Simple Life Blueprint? I'm happy to answer all your questions. Just go ahead and put them in the comments and I will answer every single one of them. Now, my next video, I'm going to start on simple space. Simple space. So if your home is feeling a little fuller and you want to do something about it, I think you're going to relate to what I'm going to be showing you in this next video. So I look forward to seeing you then. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and do so. I think something will show up right here. It might be right there. I'm not sure. One of them. So make sure that you subscribe and turn on notifications as well so that you'll know when my next video goes live. All right. Thank you so much for being here. For the people that have already subscribed, thank you. And thank you for watching. I'm really looking forward to sharing this journey with you. And I also want to say thank you for helping me stay accountable so that I can create this calmer mind and body, a more simple life and a more meaningful next chapter. All right, I'll see you in the next video.